An expert on police batons says its use is outdated, and so is the training method used by the Fort Worth Police Department. News for Texas reporter Jack Brown says the expert also claims new equipment and additional training were rejected because of money and manpower shortages.
Technique. I would most likely come in with a full Q-jet and lower aft.
Dennis Chevalier is a Wilmer police officer and a certified baton instructor, and he claims the wooden nightsticks used by Fort Worth cops are old-fashioned and ineffective. Chevalier says Fort Worth considered switching to PR-24s, a plastic baton with a handle, in 1989, but decided against it because it requires additional training.
It takes time, takes money, and they're short on manpower and short on money.
Police Chief Thomas Wyndham disagreed, saying the department tested the PR-24 and simply didn't like it. But Wyndham has ordered a review of baton training methods. This renewed interest in batons came after a Fort Worth officer was videotaped trying to keep a violent suspect from leaving the backseat of his squad car. Some observers have claimed many of the blows hit the car and not the suspect. And Chevalier has an opinion about that, too.
Many times, I've had fellow officers use hitting the car very loudly as an attention getter, letting that person phantom that, well, if that baton makes that kind of noise hitting a car, that's going to be pretty painful when it hits me. And it usually gets them to calm down very, very quickly.
But Chevalier says if Officer Edward Parnel had had the proper baton and the proper training, he would have been able to subdue the prisoner easily.
So the techniques are totally different. It is a defensive tool, and I emphasize the word tool when used properly and trained correctly. You can put that person square on his face or on his back, any way you want.
Meanwhile, Officer Parnell is expected to be formally charged tomorrow with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Jack Brown, News 4 Texas, Night Beat.
Tonight, residents